There's two things. First thing is communication. We are not communicating well enough on a leadership level, and the other challenge we have is the mission.
Like good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes. Doing what I love in life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills
Friday!
me.
Where's your tie?
December.
It's Tie Friday. We just talked about it, Mattias.
Yes, I took it off.
Okay.
Took it off. I was sweaty after a meeting and can't be sitting here in a sweaty shirt and a tie.
Appreciate that.
But it's over there. So
Ready for the countdown?
I'm ready for the countdown.
Okay, let's go. 129 and 3.
Hi everyone and welcome to MattGron Talks. This is episode 129 and my name is Mattias Gronborg, aka MattGron, and I'm the founder of the HubSpot agency iGoMoon. And here I share my scaling up journey, building this company from nothing all the way to the moon. And as usual, with me, my co-host Svea Marlina Landshoff. How are you doing?
I'm very good, Mattias. I saw you were very eager to take the episode away there without waiting for my countdown. But it's okay, it's Friday, we're all excited, I know.
Yes.
Welcome to MattGron Talks, also here from our other studio all the way in Åkersberga, outside of Stockholm. And this is where entrepreneurship runs smack into reality. And we run smack into reality 3 times per week on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. This is also how often we publish episodes, 3 times per week. And we have a whole framework in place, right, Mattias?
Yes, we have a framework for you guys. So every Monday we do our first episode and then we share stuff around what I learned growing
as a human being.
Looks very weird when I have my finger here. Yeah. So
as a human being.
The idea was to count to 3.
So
but every Monday we talk about self-development and I share everything I learned growing as a human being and a leader. And number 2, we also have a second episode every week and it happens every Wednesday and I talk about all the things I learned in the entrepreneurial process, scaling up iGoMoon. And third, today, my friends, we have the weekly inventory episode and I talk about all the things that I could have done differently and I also talk about the things I have learned and we are celebrating the victories.
Yes.
That's the 3 episodes we do every week.
I think that was the most fun presentation of the framework ever, Mattias. Kudos to you. That was good.
Okay,
I have one question though.
I was so excited.
I have a question about how you count because that's interesting. Because I know that in the States and in Germany people count differently. So in Germany we count like this: 1, 2, 3, and I saw you count like Americans: 1, 2. I can't even count like this. It's impossible. Do you count like this? 1, 2, 3 in Sweden too? See,
I remember actually back in school, I was very confused because there was a lot of people like when they were counting, they did like 1, and I remember I was probably like 7 years old. I was like, what 1? That's 5.
Okay.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Like the other way around is like 2, 3, 4, 5. Now.
Okay. So I guess that Swedes and Germans count the same way, but you are a special case. So you are a rebel and you count like this.
I'm not sure if I'm special, but I'm definitely a case.
Okay, my dear friend, the case. Let's take the Friday episode away. Like you said, it's our
case episode.
Like you said, it's the weekly self-inventory and also just the summary of the week, what has happened. So tell us about your week. Anything special?
Yes. So I mean the week. So I
open my calendar here.
I have like 3 different screens here. No, I actually have 4 screens. If I'm also counting the camera screen. So I have my calendar over there just to remind myself what I have done this week. But it has been a very exciting week. I actually, this week, yeah, it's true. I have done more customer meetings. I also joined in a couple of sales meetings. It was kind of a long time. I've been working with the move, and I think this fall just went very fast.
And it seems like Henrik and Dennis are sealing the deals like all the time. They get new deals in every week. I'm impressed by them lately.
Yeah, they are doing a good job.
So you joined for some sales meeting again after your office move venture.
Like the last 3-6 months, I have spent a lot of time working on recruitments. And this week, we also signed off a new UI UX designer. We also signed off a new person in Cape Town. Yeah. We almost signed off another part-time UX UI designer. Maybe we will do that next week.
Almost. Okay.
Yeah.
So still in the process there.
In the process, yes. So we also had a board meeting. So we set the budget for next year, and that was super fun. We have a very brave goal to reach the revenue of 24 million Swedish crowns next year. So it's almost like double the size, both revenue and on the headcount side. So yeah, very good there. Yeah.
Eager goal.
As always, we are optimistic. I'm optimistic. Yeah, that's what I've done this week. And yeah, kudos to everyone. We are hunting. We launched a December goal, and in the beginning of this week. So people, they have been sharing out there, like they've been excited. I think it's super fun. I think we spoke about that before during Corona. That kind of goal excitement, it was a bit on the back burner. We really need to think about that when we step into the new year. We need weekly goals that we hunt as hunters.
Maybe the marbles are coming back too, to visualize.
The marbles,
I like the marble thing.
They are back.
They are back.
They are already back. That was the week, and let's talk a little bit more about the self-inventory, things that I could have done differently, what I have learned, and also the victories. So to do it a little bit different, we can start with the victories, because I have already said them, I think. Like a huge victory this year, I would say it's the first time I really feel that we have set a real budget before the new year. So that's a victory. We have a budget for next year. We have a goal and like a plan to go there. And I have been sharing about that we are planning out new roles. The HR person is a really good example of this. Someone will really work with the talent acquisition over the next year. So that's really good. And then I think it was a huge victory signing off the UA UX person, because it's a very important role to start up the new year with. And but we are looking for 2-3 more UA UX designers. So if you watch this episode, if you know someone, or if you are a crisp UA UX designer that is looking for a new adventure, we could be your new colleagues.
Yeah, check out all of our episodes. Check out Månresan, Mattias' other vlog, where you can actually see how it's like to be a crew member of iGoMoon. It's actually very fun. So shameless self-promotion over here. Okay, so that was the victories of this week. And what could you have done differently this week?
No. Next point is what I learned.
Okay, we do
And
it this way. Okay.
yeah, it's the other way around today. Everything is a little, everything is a little bit differently in this episode. Yeah, but I something I have learned. I think I shared it in last week's episode as well. That I added the book Build to Sell into our recruitment process. So when we meet people in the process, we give them a homework to read this simple, like very easy reading book, 130 pages, because it's a framework what we really try to create here at iGoMoon. And lately there has been some, I would say, confusions around like the expectations people have when they start at iGoMoon and where they actually realize like a couple of months into the employment what we do here. So, and I think we should have done this earlier. But what I learned is the output from adding that to the recruitment process has been so good. So now we are actually I'm that's why I have a lot of books here. So I handing out books, and I book separated like separately one-to-one meetings with everyone at iGoMoon, and then we talk about the book. So even the people at iGoMoon get a good reminder of the book if they have already read it, or if they haven't read the book yet, which is super important, then they actually read it.
We should do that too. We need to do a discussion too, because I also just started reading it. I'm halfway through, but once I'm finished, I would also love to have the conversation with you and discuss that with you. It's actually, like you said, like it's very easy to read, and it's actually entertaining. I have to say, I actually enjoy reading it. It's not like, ugh, I have to read this now. It's like, oh, okay, it's also kind of fun. I think there's a nice way of writing it, and I like this fictive character that comes in and introduces the framework and gives tips. It's not an actual person, but it's like a representation of I think all the people that the author met throughout his journey, and like put all the wisdom into this fictional character. I think it's a great idea to write a book like this.
I think I'm looking forward. I think it actually can improve our Wednesday episodes a little bit, so you get a deeper sense of what kind of questions you can talk about, because I think the book really describe the entrepreneurial process from an entrepreneurial standpoint, what kind of things you run into on a daily basis. And I remember last week we had an episode where I obviously had huge challenges to actually express myself, what I do on a daily basis in the operational role. But I think that book is a really good example of a person actually, running in that operational role, and also trying to kind of, get everything, the entire company to actually grow, and how hard that is. So,
and like putting off all the fires along the way, taking care of everything immediately. Like, oh, this, okay, now I need to take care of that. But also this changed now. So I got a little glimpse now, and I think I understand you even better. So all right, but now I can ask for what you could have done differently, right? Or am I off track?
I think you're on track.
Okay, good. Let's do it.
So something I'm working on right now, it's like what do you say when you're peeling an onion? There's different layers, and I think we spoke about something in an earlier episode that I think we have a huge challenge on a leadership level at iGoMoon. We have something we call Kommandobryggan, which is the board of leaders, like the leadership, all the team leaders, the lead dev, and also Anton as the CFO. So we are 5 people in that group. And I see that we as a group, there's 2 things. First thing is communication. We are not communicating well enough on a leadership level. And the other challenge we have is the mission. Like, what kind of mission do we have as leaders when we sit around that table? And you asked me what I was drawing, and I just before the episode, I think when we are not communicating well enough, and we don't understand the mission, the leadership mission, you know, and that's what I draw. So what I'm trying to share is, so you see the leadership level, right? And then you see the circles.
Yeah.
So I think we as leaders, we have a challenge. Like the circles is kind of the daily work we do as leaders, you know. But when not as leader, but maybe more as you know, people, they might be developers, or they have a team lead. They have a role as strategist. But the challenge we have is actually we don't move. We need to be able to move from being a leader and then be down in the where we specialize. And I think we are not leading well enough as leaders because we lack a clear leader mission, and we lack the right process and tools to communicate with each other. And when we are not doing that well enough, we certainly not leading the team in the right way. So that's a big challenge. That's something I could have done differently. And the leaders in the group, they are in one way a reflection of myself.
Yeah.
I really need to look in the mirror, and I'm talking with a person like a leadership communication coach. And we will set up like a plan for me, more on the coaching side, but he will also come in and work with the leaders.
Yeah, that's great. I was just about to ask, like, how do you want to improve this? But you already took care of it, I see. Really great. Yeah, I think, like we said that before, I think it's sometimes a good idea if people also from outside come in with a fresh perspective, and they might see also things that maybe you don't even realize, and can really help everyone getting on track. And like you said, can move more easily between what they're specializing in and their role as a leader to live up to all the expectations, right?
Yes.
All right, I summarized it. Okay. All right, but I think that was the self-inventory, unless you have anything to add to that.
This is MattGron Talks, and this was the Friday episode. And if you like what we talk about here, please subscribe or leave a comment. And if you have a question you would like us to answer in the show, please leave a comment and we will address it.
Absolutely.
See you in the next one.
Yes, don't be shy.
Bye.
Leave a comment. See you in the next one. And thank you, Mattias. Bye-bye.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell, of course.
God damn it.
And subscribe.
Cheers.
Cheers.